Good afternoon. I'm Detective Sergeant Scott Colster of the East Grand Rapids Public Safety Department. This afternoon, East Grand Rapids Public Safety would like to provide an update on the death of 16-year-old Cahari Maurice Walton out of Grand Rapids. First, on behalf of the East Grand Rapids Public Safety Department, I would like to express our regrets for the family and our sympathy for them and his friends. We're deeply saddened for the loss of this young man's life, are working diligently to investigate it. His death and can provide answers, so we can provide answers for his family. Mr. Walton was a former student at Ottawa Hills High School. They are providing grief counseling to students, faculty, and friends of his. I'd like to remind you that this is still an ongoing investigation and kind of give you what we know for now. On Wednesday, January 25th at 12:35 a.m., East Grand Rapids public safety officers were dispatched to a man-down call on Lake Drive near Corewell Health Plaza Hospital. Upon arrival, officers observed Mr. Walton bleeding from the head and immediately began medical assistance. He was pronounced dead at the scene. He was transported to Corewell Health Plaza Hospital. East Grand Rapids Public Safety Department and Grand Rapids Police are currently conducting a joint investigation and will continue that investigation. We are still looking into the possible link between our incident and the incident that they had in Grand Rapids in a shooting that was over there. We'd like residents to check any footage they may have, any video links that they could have, anything they have, however slight they may think it is. We'd appreciate that being given to us and provided to us. We encourage community members to call us no matter how insignificant of a detail they may think there is. If you have any information, contact us at our number, our non-emergency number, which is 616-949-7010, or contact Silent Observer at 616-774-2345. This is an ongoing investigation, but I do recognize you may have some questions. At this time, if you have any questions, I'll try to answer them.
So you said he was bleeding from his head. Are you able to say if that was from blood force trauma, a gunshot wound, any more details on that?
At this point, we're still investigating the case, and we'd like to keep those details kind of where we're at.
And also, too, in the press release, I think it stated that that police came and then they had to call for police in order to take him to the project?
No, I think that was an incorrect statement. We are a public safety department. We do both police, fire, and we do medical as well. So when we arrived on scene, we recognized that there was a medical emergency, and we acted in that manner.
So I know you mentioned you're working with a joint investigation with Grand Rapids Police. We've heard some things that there may have been another incident involved, like that he was not killed there or suffered what caused him to bleed from the head there. Do you guys have any indication that the incident happened away from where he was found, at a separate place, and then he was left there?
Okay, just to clarify what you're asking there, you're mentioning there, are you referring to where we found the body?
Yes.
Okay. At this point, yes, we're looking into all options and trying to figure out exactly what happened.
So are you thinking that he was dropped off there in the road, or did he go there himself, or do you have any more details on that?
I understand the question, and at this point, we're still trying to figure all of that out.
Where was that other incident? It was in Grand Rapids, but
It was in Grand Rapids, and to be honest with you, I can't tell you exactly where it was at this point.
just like hours previous, or a minute, or was it the previous?
There was an incident that was shortly before we were called.
So a lot of people might wonder why a public safety department or a detective sergeant would need a joint investigation with another jurisdiction. Can you just kind of explain why you guys are working with Grand Rapids Police? If people are wondering, why can't they handle it on their own, or what's the purpose of working together on something like this?
Well, the purpose is we don't have all the information at this point, so we have to determine what the facts are, determine where things happened, and determine everything else. And at this point, if it did start in Grand Rapids, obviously we're going to need their assistance in that.
Any update on the suspect? Did we know any info?
At this point, we have an ongoing investigation, and we'll leave it at that.
There's video of a white car leaving the area where shots were fired in Grand Rapids. Have you guys reviewed that video? Is that something you're looking into?
Yeah, that's something that Grand Rapids has looked into, and I would refer you to them.
Is there any indication from you guys that you're able to share that the suspect or even the victim may have been affiliated with any gangs in the Grand Rapids area?
We're still looking into those things.
Are there any photographs of the victim that you can share?
Not that we're going to be willing to share at this time.
When was the last homicide in East Grand Rapids? I know it's been a while, I think, since
That's a question I can't answer. I don't know.
okay. I'm not saying that it happened, maybe it didn't happen here, I guess, but, it's, very uncommon, I guess, for something like this to occur.
I would agree with that statement.
What happens next with your investigation, or what are you guys going to be doing now moving forward?
Well, again, we're still trying to gather information, as much information as we can, as far as cameras, videos, anything that we can get as far as showing anything, any evidence, anything that we could determine how the body got there, what occurred prior to that. And so it's going to be a lot of digging, questioning, interviewing to find all of that information out.
And would you say to the public, do you believe there's any threat to the public, or this was kind of, a personal incident, but people in East Grand Rapids are in that area? Do you have any reason to believe that anyone else is in danger?
I would say at this point, I don't have any reason to believe there's any danger to any of the citizens of East Grand Rapids. Anything else? I appreciate your time.